Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Stafford here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
He finds his target, Beckham. That catch good for only a couple. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Stafford on first down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Again, it'll be Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Devontae Booker. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Breaks a tackle. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 16, Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Here's Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
A little bit of a break for the offense for that football going out of bounds. Remember, they haven't turned it over yet, Charles.
Yeah, and they've taken care of the ball so well, they had to feel good about their chances and their opportunities. Remember the old adage, the team making the fewest mistakes will win? They almost cost themselves with that one.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Akers.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Touchdown! That's caught from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Saquon Barkley running right. Fights through and now a crease. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the draw, this is Barkley. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Jones on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Akers hit, he coughs it up. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll hand off to Booker. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now a give right side. Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Rams 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all. And they were already planning for the overtime.